outdoor show in a while, and it's as always very we gaily do an outdoor show, and we're the complete opposite of Graham Stephen and his boy toy. I can't remember his boy toy's name, but we I constantly make fun of the iced coffee hour on this ship. Well, not constantly, but it's a crappy show. The guests they have on are pretty cool. I only watch the show for the guests. I mean, the actual hosts kind of blow. But so I decided to do the complete opposite. I have in this container right here hot coffee. It's decaf, so it's decaf French roast. By the way, I love French roast. I'm gonna put a poll up. I'm gonna put virtual gifts for Zaddy, yes and no. And we're gonna call it done, and we're gonna go live. We're doing this. F it, we're doing it live. It's been a while since we've done one of these in the park. Let me see, did I start the poll? Poll started. Oh my god. I'm gonna shrink it down just a little bit to the size of my ding dong. How many people we got? We got one live viewer. Okay. All right. Welcome to the show. This is the not iced coffee hour, starring not Graham Stevens. Now here's the thing. I have a bit of a gripe with the Graham Stephen himself. I'm not necessarily against his little boy toy. In fact, his little boy toy seems all right. I can't remember what his boy toy's name is, but you know what I mean. His co-host, and they seem a little cuddly with each other, and that's okay. I mean, I'm not even downing that. But no, I think they're both all right. Who I really have a problem with is my boy Jeremy Lefebvre, and I won't go into that. But this is kind of more of a parody to Iced Coffee Hour. Instead of having a guest, I'm in the park, so a guest could occur. Could be a random guest though. We don't know. It's live, and this is the complete opposite of the Iced Coffee Hour in a lot of ways. But let me see here. Trying to because the sun is kind of pointed this way, so I'm trying to kind of align accordingly. Oh god, the camera's falling. So I think from where I'm sitting, so hey, butter sausage is the way to go, like a tube roll when the. But yeah, overall, look. So we're gonna talk a little bit investing. I'm drinking some decaf French roast right here. So Zaddy is feeling. So they call me Zaddy, obviously, and that's a lie. But I'm gonna go with it. Nobody calls me Zaddy in real life. But virtual gifts for Zaddy tonight. All right, this is what Zaddy wants. This is what Zaddy needs. Okay, how many people we got? 9. Okay. Hey, Cuban Crisis says, I greet you with queef. Cuban Crisis, that's all you talk about, bro, is just queefs. Do you talk about anything but queefs? So, like, it's really weird, dude. We have Cuban Crisis who talks about queefs. I think that's his brand, is queefing. And I never thought I'd see a person who had the brand. I've seen people with the brand of diarrhea, which I kind of adhere to that brand in a lot of ways. But yeah, we got 9 votes, and one person said yes. Virtual gifts for Zaddy. Cuban Crisis is a mental crisis going on. Without a doubt, dude. Without a doubt. I'm thinking about moving to another bench, but I kind of like this bench because I'm like in the direct sunlight, so it feels good. So I feel pretty sexy right now, but yeah, live streaming, so virtual gifts for Zaddy, dude. Everybody's saying no. Nobody cares about Zaddy, dude. Everybody's being lame. All right. Well, here we go. Oh no, I can't keep this thing up. I guess I'll have to keep this a little bit lower. Should be able to keep that on the stable. Thank you, Italian man. I appreciate it. G-Dog. Nobody wants to give Zaddy virtual gifts. Are you kidding me? I'm drinking French roast right now, decaffeinated French roast. Feeling like a total Zaddy right now. Let's see how many people. I got my French roast, and we're doing a park. We've done a park episode in a while, so I thought, why not be gay down at the park? So we got virtual gifts for Zaddy. 19% say yes, 20% say no. So 81% say no. Sorry. Just gives me jewels, and jewels convert to money. So I just want to see if people want to give me. I love the virtual jewels, dude. That's what I do. I do it for the jewels. The jewels. But yeah, no, this is a good episode today. We're almost to 10,000 subscribers. We did it. We managed to break a lot of thresholds. I mean, the subscriber growth has basically become exponential. Why do you want me to say 67, bud? What does 67 mean? I don't understand. I'm too old. Yeah, virtual gifts convert to dollar bills. Not too many dollars, but it's like you get a little bit of money. I get a little bit of money, I should say. But yeah, no, we'll start off by talking a little bit of investing. So, this is not iced coffee hour. I want to basically prove to you guys that you don't need Graham Stevens and his eccentric guests to tell you how to invest, right? Investing is, first off, I like to let people know, first and foremost, investing is very easy. If you make it complicated, you're going to cry. Thank you for the marshmallow, Kemoy Chapman, dude. Whoa, Zaddy time. Zaddy, thank you. I want to give a heart to that, and fuck yeah, dude. Dude, another marshmallow. Dude, Kemoy is hooking so Dog Eat Dog says no pissing in the sink today. Dog, what up, dude? So yeah, I'm just chilling out of the park. Just decided to do a virtual live down here, and see what we can pull off. Thank you, Kemoy. Kemoy is my real Zaddy. Kemoy is a true Zaddy, man. Oh, Kemoy sent a Sunday. Dude, thank you. It's good to see you, Kemoy. Are you feeling any better, brother? So I know last time we were chatting on here, you weren't feeling the greatest, and I just honestly hope you're feeling a lot better than you did before. Let me put this up here. I'm gonna probably put this up in the corner as far as I can. There we go. That way it's out of my face. So I drank a little bit last night. I was hanging out with my brother and my dad and Mr. Coonfair and my boy Slack for a little bit. That was really fun. And we did a little bit of I wouldn't say a round robin, but we did a bit of a bar hopping. So we started out at Seven Devils Brewery, and then next we went to the casino next. I drank a lot of decaf coffee. That's why I'm drinking a little bit of decaf coffee now. I think I got a little bit of slight hangover. I didn't drink like a ton. And then afterwards we went to Waltz for a little bit. I didn't stay for very long at Waltz. I was just like, I wanted to go home. I was tired. It was like already 11 o'clock at that point. It was really nice to be able to, spend time with my family, though. I always really enjoy that, and just really cool. That was really neat. But Kemoy, dude, you doing pretty well? Okay, good. As long as my boy Kemoy's doing all right, man, that's the thing, man. I just like seeing people do well, so as long as you're feeling all right, man. I realized, it was really fun. I really enjoy doing these outside streams where I'm just chilling out outside and talking to you guys. Yeah, I hear somebody playing guitar, by the way. Oh, I can finally pin a message. So I'm gonna pin a Nightbot message since it doesn't let. It's weird because it doesn't let you like chat in here, so I have to like pin the Nightbot messages. Caveman, what up, dude? I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you. Caveman says hi. What up? What up? Caveman Love Smoke. What up, my brony? You're a member, dude. Caveman Love Smoke, dude, brother. You are a member. You're a true member. You're a true unit. You're a G unit more than anything. Where's the blue? Dude, I thought about, okay, so dog eat dog. I thought about bringing frosting down here and actually like painting myself up with frosting while at the park. I thought about it. I was like, I don't think I would get arrested per se, but I'm pretty sure if everybody saw me with blue frosting on my face, they would probably stay away or call the police. One or the other. They'd be like, dude, no, get the fuck away. I think one of these days I will come down to the park and I will do a frosting special down at the park. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should do a frosting special one of these times down at the park? Maybe even bring a little bit of mustard along? And then attempt to clean myself up with baby wipes. Yeah, maybe I could even bring the baby oil down to the park, you know? That'd be funny. But yeah, it's feeling good. You know, obviously doing the show here at the park's very fun. We already got like, damn, we already got a few likes, a few subscribes. I appreciate it. But thank you, Keymoy, for the virtual gifts, though, man. I appreciate that big time. And also, I'm just glad you're feeling better, dog. So this guy's playing guitar down here, and he's pretty good. I really enjoy it. I enjoy, you know, it's every now and then I will come down to the park, and when I'm down here, when I'm filming an episode at least, it's really neat because this dude plays guitar very, very well. And I enjoy listening to him play. So if you guys are lucky, you might be able to hear some of it while I'm talking to you guys. It's probably way more pleasant than what I'm doing right now. But yeah, no, you know, one of the things I love about live streaming is there's no editing. It's all in one take. If I make errors, I make errors. It forces me to be a little more smooth with my transitions and topics. So, I mean, it really is good practice and allows me to get rewarded for practicing. So, there's a lot of incentive to do live streams for me. Like, I really enjoy doing live streams, like, big time. But it's good to see everybody in the chat. So we're see a seagull up there. Hell yeah! I was hanging out with like a squirrel earlier. It's pretty dope, man. I might bring the camera down. Dude, who's playing down there? Because he's pretty good, man. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Dude, hell yeah, he's kicking ass, dude. I really do enjoy, you know, it's everybody live streaming. Twitch, I hate Twitch. In the day when Twitch was the primary live streaming service overall, I still hated it. I preferred YouTube. And I'll choose YouTube any day of the week because there's more people. There's more people who watch live streams, in my opinion, on YouTube. And I'm not much. I like gaming, but I play all the old games, so like nobody wants to watch half the shit I'm playing. So yeah, I'm really not even a gaming streamer. I just kind of am a topical streamer where I talk about topics that, like, you know, concepts mainly. I try not to talk about the news too much, but you know, I mean, if chat brings up a news topic, I'll give my opinion on it. Usually, I don't know what the fuck is going on majority of the time. But yeah, no, it's fun to come down here. I figured, you know, the show's getting bigger, the show's getting better, and I filled this 16-ounce little container with my decaffeinated French roast that I made this morning. See, decaf is great because I drink an energy drink in the morning just because I love energy drinks. It's like it's kind of like my it's my only vice at this point. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I used to smoke cigarettes when I was younger. I don't really drink alcohol that much anymore, so I've just kind of avoided alcohol, except for last night. I kind of took its toll on me because I was drinking with the boys, and so I was a little bit tired. But it's just fun to hang out with everybody. I really enjoy just being around them. It's fun, man. Well, yeah, there was a squirrel that was hanging out. Every time I come up here, man, this squirrel is always chilling out. This squirrel is like the coolest squirrel in the world. Like I saw him playing with twigs and stuff like that, and I was like, dude, what a pimp, dude. What a pimp dog. So I got to see him climb up one of the little stump areas. I think he's got several little homes around here, little burrows, and he's kind of taken hold. I think there's more than one squirrel around here. It's just every time I'm up here, I only see one squirrel, and I assume it's the same squirrel every time. That's my childish assumption there, but. Show you sun. I mean, like, sun's out and about. It's kind of cloudy. It's a little overcast right now, but sun's kind of getting there, though. It's pretty good shit. It's fun to be out here, though. I really do enjoy coming out to the park, and I was like, well, I've been doing really good on the YouTubes and stuff like that, and kicking some butt. So I was like, well, I could do a live stream out here. One of the reasons I got unlimited data was to do more DoorDash, but I honestly haven't needed to. And then just doing a lot of other stuff, man. Just being smart about things. But I appreciate the virtual currencies, everybody. This is awesome. I'm reading your guys' chats right now. I'm keeping an eye on it, but yeah, virtual gifts for Zaddy. 27% of you say yes, 73% of you say no. It's a little sad. I was hoping that there'd be more of you guys wanting Zaddy to get virtual gifts. So we'll throw that in the trash real quick. So wow, you guys are hating on Zaddy. All right. People not loving Zaddy. Yes, I'm Zaddy, dude. I am Zaddy. I'm a Zaddy, dude. Dude, I am Zaddy. I'm a Zaddy, dude. I am a total Zaddy. Tell me I'm not a Zaddy? Come on, man. You don't know anything, man. Thank you, Dog Eat Dog. I appreciate it. So a zaddy is like a hip daddy. So a daddy, like super hip daddy. All right. And I'm a hip dad. I'm a zaddy. They call me Zaddy, dude. Oh, thank you, Dog Eat Dog, for the happy poop. I appreciate you, brother. Oh, the happy poop. Yum, yum. Hell yeah, dude. Sent me another happy poop. Yum, yum, dude. Oh, my God. I'm getting like rupees everywhere, dude. This is great. Dude, I'm getting like zaddified, dude. Everybody's sending me happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, yum yum. You know, it's funny. I'm basically an NPC in the park at this point. It's pretty sad. So I'm gonna be like, a happy poop, a yum yum. You guys gonna hook Zaddy up with a happy poop, dude? Dude, if you guys keep sending me happy poops, I'll be like pretty stoked about that. Actually, I love a happy poop gift is my favorite, and if people want to do a combo, for Zaddy, that's very sexy. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I love hanging out in the park, though. I think it's a it's a good little backdrop. You know, you get everybody, and yeah, this is Mingus Park for you, man. This is where it's at. I mean, it's a pretty peaceful park for the most part. Sometimes it's not, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Dude? I'm a zaddy. All right, why can't I call myself zaddy? Dude, people, look, I identify as a zaddy. Okay, I identify as zaddy. All right, so please, you've returned to the live streams. Oh hell yeah, dude, hell yeah. Dog eat dog, I'm not going to answer that question. I am not dog eat dog. I see your chat. I'm not answering that question, bro. Oh my god. I remember you, silly Jinx, and dude, it hasn't been. Dude, you were on the chat like a couple weeks ago or something. So it's good to see you, silly Jinx. I'm glad you're doing well. You stole the chat, I guess. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Yeah, I'm loving this French roast, by the way. It's French roast decaf and Crow Macaw. Thank you for the 100, my boy. Thank you, dude. He's times 4, times 5, times 7, times 1. Crow Macaw with a 100 times 9, times 10, times 11. Times 13, times 4. Dude, thank you, Crow Macaw. Keep it going, dude. Crow Macaw is trying to beat the record, by the way. So the record is actually held by, I can't remember what her name was, but she did like 500 100s. So if you could go past, if you end up going past the 500 mark, Crow Macaw, you're the record holder, bro. I mean, Tylord's number 2. I think you would hold the championship belt. But thank you, Crow Macaw. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you for the virtual gifts, you guys. See, this is cool, man. I like this better than super chats because I get to see like the little. It's kind of like, you know, people who express themselves in emojis and stuff. You know, it's like whatever. I ain't gonna judge too harshly if you express yourself in emojis. Crow, dude. Hell yeah, he's at times 42 times. Dude, he's tapping that. How hard are you, dude? How hard are you tapping your phone right now, bro? You're getting like 57. This might be the fastest times 2 times anything I've ever seen. Some zaddy style, dude. It's absolute zaddy. Dude, Crow Macaw, dude. Crow Macaw in the fucking clutch, dude. Dude, what a salve. What a salve. Dude, he's at 125. Dude, honestly, if he gets over 500, he beat the Crow Macaw might be able to beat the 100 record today. He's getting there, dude. He's getting there, dude. This is fun. I love narrating this shit. I like to see if people can actually beat records on this. I don't know. Is anybody going to compete with Crow at this point? It's 181. Oh my god. Dude, this is Zaddy time, dude. This is Zaddy. Dude, 197? Shit. Crazy. Chroma Ka, dude. You are... Chroma Ka is trying to beat some records today, man. Chroma Ka will probably... Dude, I would love to see if he got to 1,000. If Chroma Ka got to 1,000, I'd be like crapping myself right now, dude. That would be utterly awesome and utterly insane. Like, I would love it. Like, I'm all about it, man. 1,000 would be wild. Like, that would be... Times 1,000 would be crazy. And Chroma Ka is still going, dude. Chroma Ka is still effing going. This is crazy. Hold on, I'm trying to cover this real quick. 303. Oh my god. This is crazy, man. Chroma Ka is going to beat the record. Like, he could even go further. If Chroma Ka wants to firmly secure the record, he might go to 1,000. Who knows? We'll see what Chroma Ka is able to do. He's at 342, 343. Damn, dude. This is like in like those fighting games like Mortal Kombat or Tekken, where like, dude, he's at 350. Dude, Chroma Ka is going to beat the record, dude. Chroma Ka is going for the record. Chroma Ka. 395. Dude. This is insanity. I mean, in a good way. This is cool. Well, Chroma Ka's beating the record, by the way. Hit the subscribe button right there. Hit it. Oh, hold on. Hit the subscribe button. And also hit the like button. But hit the subscribe and hit the like. We need more likes. We need more subscribes. And damn, dude. Dude, Chroma Ka's beating it, dude. He's going to beat it. He's getting to 500. But honestly, if he wants to really secure that record, prevent it, I mean, he might be able to. Who knows how far Chroma Ka will go. Can he... In theory, Chroma Ka could keep going through the entire stream. Like, that is a possibility. I mean, we'll see. By the way, you guys, subscribe to Chroma Ka. Subscribe to Chroma Ka right now. All right? If you guys are not subscribed to Chroma Ka, you are losing. I'm losing. Yeah, subscribe to Chroma Ka, dude. He's the MVP of this chat, of this entire week. Dude, he's annihilating the record. He's going to keep going. I'm not going to stop him. He wants to secure the record for all time. He's going to probably secure it for all time. Chroma Ka. Make sure you guys subscribe to Chroma Ka. Subscribe to my boy, dude. This is crazy. Dude, he's at 590. Dude, 600. He did the 100 times 606. Oh, man. Dude, we're witnessing, like, show history right now, dude. This is crazy. Dude, he's going for 1,000. I don't think there's anything stopping him from going to 1,000 at this point, dude. He's not stopping. He's not stopping. Yeah, Chroma Ka, dude, he might even just do it until he runs out of jewels. I don't know. But you guys, make sure you guys subscribe to Chroma Ka. He's single-handedly keeping this channel, like, alive and beautiful. Holy crap, man. Holy crap, dude. Holy shit. Dude, 740. Dude, subscribe, man. Dude, Crow's going, dude. Crow doesn't want to stop, dude. Crow's probably alternating fingers, too. He's probably like, okay, this finger's tired, so he's probably going to start tapping with other... Dude, is he going to get to 1,000? That'd be the first ever. Chroma Ka would be the first ever to get 1,000 on this channel. 1,000 times. Insanity. I mean, he's already beat the record, but he's wanting to go for... He wants to go for broke, dude. Nobody's ever gotten to 4 digits on the times, right? 500 is the record. It was. Now it's held by Crow Macaw. Thank you, my brony. Thank you. Holy crap, man. Crow Macaw, dude. He's still going. He's going for. He's like, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I'm going for 1,000, dude. Crow's going for 1,000. Everybody. Crow is going. I can't believe this. Crow is going for 1,000. You guys are witnessing show history. I don't know if anybody's ever gone to 1,000 on any channel. Have you guys ever seen it where somebody actually went for 1,000 in the virtual gifts on another channel? Because this is the first. Wow. Whoa. And who knows? He might even keep going past 1,000. We don't know what Crow Macaw is capable of. We are not sure, dude. He might want to secure it for all time. He might just be doing finger. I don't know what he's. This is wild. 973, 970. I'm keeping an eye on this, man. I'm keeping a big eye on this, dude. Crow Macaw. You guys gotta subscribe to this guy, dude. Subscribe to Mr. Crow, dude. Dude, he hit 1,000. He hit 1,000, and he's still going. Still going, dude. He's not stopping, dude. My boy is not stopping, dude. My boy probably, dude. We're witnessing some history, folks, dude. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. Dude, Crow, you just exceeded. Oh, man. Crow Macaw, dude. He did a combo. That combo was in the thousands, dude. Dude, good. Give a round of applause for Crow Macaw, dude. Give a round of applause for Crow. You just set a record, man. Nobody's ever pulled that off in the chat. What you just did, nobody has ever pulled that off. I've never seen it get to times 1,000 even is crazy. First off, not only did you double the record, you went to 4 digits. You went to legit. Dude, make sure you guys subscribe to Crow Macaw, man. Holy smokes, man. I did not expect to see that happening. Wow. Wow. Holy crap, man. Give me a second, guys. I'm putting a question in here. All right, so, dude, Crow Macaw, dude. Trophy, dude. Thank you for the trophy cake, Crow Macaw. I appreciate that, brother. And sent the cat ears. Holy crap, man, this is crazy. Thank you for all the virtual gifts, you guys. This is crazy. I'm getting shrouded in virtual gifts, and all I'm doing is just chilling out here in the park, dude. And this is what I'm looking for, man. Dog Eat Dog says the actual crow in the background is Crow Macaw, but that's so crazy, dude. This is wild. Dude, this guy, man, he's kicking butt. Dude, I'm loving this. The guy's playing down here at the park, and I love it, my brony brothers. My bronies, dude. Fuck yeah. Chroma says, yeah, somehow I got like 4,000 coins for free. So, hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that, Chroma. I appreciate the, appreciate you stashing those coins for Zaddy, dude. I'm glad everybody wants to send their virtual, gifts. I appreciate that, bud. It's cool that people are getting like free virtual currencies and stuff. I'm loving it, man. Everybody's getting loaded up with virtual currencies, dude. Chroma is giving more hundos, dude. I appreciate you guys, man. This is cool. Well, I appreciate you guys dumping all your virtual gifts on me, man. This is sick. It's cool, dude. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button right there. And I think if you tap the screen, it's like a like or something like that, one or the other. So I'm having a good time, man. I love chilling out down here at the park, and we're only 36 minutes in, man. I've been getting shrouded with virtual gifts, dude. I love it. So, like I said, though, this is not iced coffee hour. We're pretty much the opposite of that show. I have no co-host, except for the squirrel and the crow behind me. So we're assuming, Dog Eat Dog is assuming that the crow behind me, the actual crow behind me, has a smartphone and is Chroma. That's what Dog Eat Dog is suggesting. And I like that. I think it's very sexy. I'm seeing the leaves fall. This is incredible. The best thing about fall is you can see all these leaves fall, It's amazing. Amazing. Error says, dude, I'm broke because of you, my brother. Error also says, I've been watching Has Been Hotel. Hell yeah. I have no idea what Has Been Hotel is about, but I'm assuming it has a lot of has-beens, like a lot of celebrity has-beens, one or the other. I'm going to become a celebrity has-been one of these times. I already am. The moment I became a celebrity was a moment I became a has-been. But yeah, no, overall, so Chroma set the record. That's just one thing we just witnessed. He set the times combo record, like 1,100, like 1,011 or something like that. On the 100s, man. Times 1,011. Crazy. No, nobody's beaten that for a while. Unless somebody has the dedication to beat that, which Chroma did it, dude. But subscribe to Chroma, everybody. Also, subscribe to my boy Kemoy Chapman. My boy Kemoy. Hell yeah. But I appreciate all the virtual gifts, you guys. But yeah, overall, when it comes to investing, one of my main shticks is ETFs. I love exchange traded funds so much, and I'll tell you one of the main reasons I love exchange traded funds is the pure fact that there are different types of exchange traded funds. They're not all index funds. A lot of people think that they're just index funds. The majority of the time they are, at least in my experience. But there are some that are like ones that are like covered call ETFs, for example, where it's like you're purely getting derivative income from a fund using stocks that they buy and using those stocks as a form of collateral for the contract that they're writing. So it's really fun, man. I think it's really cool that it's cool that covered call funds exist because one, it's a lot easier to delegate that task to the fund itself. And that fund specifically is dedicated to that operation. So delegating operations to ETFs is actually, in my opinion, the most brilliant strategy in the world. I don't think everybody would agree with me. There's still expense ratios that you have to consider, but at the same time, you're getting some great derivative income. Plus, as long as you're holding other ETFs that are index based and you're really broadly diversified, I mean, you can win in any market. You know, that's the way I see it, at least. But yeah, I bet against Bitcoin. That's another thing that's made me a lot. Swing trading against Bitcoin's been making me a lot of money. I swing trade the SBIT, and for anybody who doesn't know what that is, it's a derivative income ETF in a lot of ways, but in a different sort of way. So I'm not very good at explaining swaps, but in a nutshell, what a swap is, I'm just going to explain what SBIT does. So SBIT is a fund that allows you to capitalize off the price downfall of Bitcoin, right? So when the price of Bitcoin goes down, SBIT goes up and by 2 times the amount, right? So I'll give you an example. If Bitcoin goes down 3% in a day, SBIT goes up 6% because it does 2 times the opposite of whatever Bitcoin's doing. So I love that about it. I've actually made a pretty good amount of swing tradable money just betting against Bitcoin. And you know me, you guys, I think Bitcoin is the biggest grift of them all. I'm not a fan of Bitcoin at all. I own it. I wouldn't say I proudly own it, but I do own it, you know. But it's like S is in Sierra, BIT. So the ticker symbol is SBIT, like S is in Sierra, B as in Bravo, IT. So SBIT. The reason I prefer the, yes, exactly, SBIT, yes. So the reason I prefer SBIT as a way of betting against Bitcoin is I love the volatility of it. I love the volatility of the fund. So I'll tell you why I love the volatility, mainly because I know that Bitcoin's a grift and a Ponzi. And because Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme, at least I believe it may be legally recognized as not one, but I think it should be. There's a lot of people who are skeptical about it, right? Because it's just like the dollar. The dollar has no intrinsic value. The one thing that Bitcoin and the dollar have in common is they're both fiat. They're both shitty. And I prefer to bet against Bitcoin because why would I bet for it? Because if Bitcoin goes up on a bull run, it doesn't mean that the market's right about it. It means the market's gone out of it. It means we're living in clown world, basically. So my motto is when things that have an intrinsic value of 0 are going up rapidly, that's when we know we're living in a clown market. That's when we know we're living in clown world, right? And I don't like clown markets, man. I mean, I do. I mean, they're fun to take advantage of because anytime Bitcoin goes up on a bull run, I'm trickle buying more SBIT into my portfolio. And then when Bitcoin ultimately crashes like it always does, then I'm able to capitalize on its downfall. It's a little bit of a risk, but at the same time, I'm not really risking much because I already got into Bitcoin really early and I still have never sold it, by the way. So any unrealized gains that I get from Bitcoin can cover any unrealized losses from the trickle buying that I do into SBIT. And either way, it never turns out to be a loss because what happens is every time this Ponzi product goes up several times, because I firmly believe, just like Peter Schiff believes, that Bitcoin is a net negative to society. Bitcoin is a pure play net negative to society. So random player. Okay, let's see. So we're at the park. More specifically, we're at Mingus. And I'm drinking a little bit of a French roast in this. It's a decaffeinated French roast, by the way, so it's not like, I'm not like getting pumped out of my mind on this, but it's a nice hot little drink. It feels good though. I'm glad I brought my little water drop container. This thing's great. It's great for hot liquids, man. I love it. You guys want some coffee? DJ Santy's like, oh, never mind, it's grass. I've never seen it. So random play. By the way, error. Random player is another one of our members, another one of our subscribers / members of the channel. And random player, definitely wants, from what I can tell, wants to do things to jinx. You know, I don't know. I don't know if random player is. I don't know how old random player is, but I'm assuming silly jinx. Just yeah, yeah. I would not fully engage. That's the way I would. That's the best thing I could describe, from what I can tell. But yeah, no. So overall, like I love betting against Bitcoin. What's another thing about my portfolio that I tend to not describe about as much? I talk about my swing trading of the VT, which is really cool. So Vanguard Total World Index, I believe fully in buying that on the dip, because when you buy a heavily diversified ETF, like especially one that's fully globally diversified in equities, that's incredible. So you're basically getting exposure to every single business that you can through one single ETF. Now, granted, you're probably wondering, why do I swing trade the VT and not just hold on to it for dear life? Well, I don't need to, because I already have several other ETFs that expose me to international stocks, and other ETFs that also expose me to several different U.S. stocks. I also have individual stocks in the U.S. as well that I own. But what I'm trying to say is, it's easier to swing trade one specific ETF that you know is safe, right? I mean, I'm not saying it's 100% safe, but I'm not financial advice, but I'm sorry, that level of diversification is unreal. DJ Santi says, looks nice where you're at, buddy. Nice change of scenery. Okay. So one of the things I would say on this one, hold on, I'm gonna wrap my coat around this real quick, just because it's trying to keep this stable. I think wrapping my coat around it might be the worst idea, but I don't know. Yeah, no, it's a nice change of scenery out here. I love this park, by the way. This is a great park, and it's a fun place to chill out. And especially when I need to just get out into the sun. I check my fantasy football lineup here in a bit. I might actually end up losing this week, which blows, but whatever. I'd rather focus on this than my fantasy football. I win on YouTube, but I'm actually winning on fantasy football, surprisingly, overall. But Jinx, why are you telling me to shut up, bro? What'd I do to you? Are you talking about random player? Random player was doing some stuff, but I don't know what random player's up to, man. Random player's got an agenda of their own. But yeah, it's nice to have a nice little warm drink outside. You know, I'm drinking, like I said, a decaffeinated French roast. Like I said, this is not iced coffee hour. We are the exact opposite on this. This channel is the exact opposite of everything Graham Stephan has tried to do. So what I did was I actually analyzed a lot of what Graham Stephan does, and I wouldn't say I ever got inspired by him. I would say that I've been interested in what he does primarily. And when I saw what he was doing, I was like, it works, but it's tacky and it sucks. And he also promoted FTX at one point, which I found very disturbing, because it's like, if you really understand finance, you should disavow crypto. You should be like, crypto is gambling. But no, he never really, I don't think I've ever seen Graham Stephan flat out say that cryptocurrency is flat out gambling. Because it is. I mean, it is the definition of gambling. It's something with an intrinsic value of 0. People claiming it's worth something. I don't understand that at all, man. I mean, I think it's ridiculous to claim that something that has zero real value, man. I just blows my mind. Blows my effing mind, man. But yeah, when I was at the casino last night, I did a little bit of I'm not gonna say specifically what I did. Well, sports betting, but I'm not gonna go into the sports betting because I don't like to talk about gambling too much on the channel. At least I don't like to promote it too much. So it was fun though. I'll just say that it was interesting. It was an interesting time. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about. Are you guys talking about the virtual currencies? Oh wow, you got 20,000 in chat credits. Hell yeah, dude. Hey, if you want, send some virtual gifts my way. I mean, they're used pretty much only on the vertical lives. So I mean, feel free to throw some virtual gifts. And I like to promote people who like Chroma Ka. I was promoting Chroma Ka earlier, saying like, hey, Chroma Ka was nice enough to give me some virtual gifts on this live stream. So I'm going to promote the heck out of Chroma Ka. So without a doubt. But yeah, man, feel free to throw, virtual gifts my way. I appreciate the virtual gifts, and let's stop with the chat. Looks like we got one person in the chat. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's good to see everybody out and about on this, on the show. But yeah, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button right there, and then also hit the like button on top of that. More likes, the more subscribes, the better. We're really trying to branch out this channel a little bit, trying to get more people on the channel for sure. And more subscribes helps, more likes helps. But I appreciate all the virtual currency, everybody, not virtual currency, but the virtual gifts that everybody's been throwing my way. It's pretty cool. Let me, I think the sun's shifting a little bit, so I might be able to put this a little more over here. A little more of a distance away. Oh, but let me see. There we go. Perfect. So we got 12 likes, getting lots of likes, getting lots of subscribes. But yeah, I think overall, we're living in an interesting world. Interesting times. I love doing these live streams, by the way. These live streams are great. And making fun of the iced coffee hour is great. So calling this not iced coffee hour is just the most clever thing I could think of, which wasn't very clever at all. But yeah, I having a good time out here, man. I don't know much about the martingale system in sports betting, to be honest. I also don't like to talk about too many sports betting topics, just because I think YouTube's a little more sensitive on that. So I tend to just say don't gamble. Talk to a financial advisor. I don't really like to go into too many gambling topics, just because YouTube's I guess kind of cracking down on more gambling topics. So we try to avoid it. I don't know. I don't like to really promote gambling that much. So I think gambling's pretty bad. I think swing trading is probably the closest thing to gambling I do, and it's not even much of a gamble, because at the end of the day, I'm playing a very long-term game in the way that I swing trade. So like, I basically just trade, and I buy on the dip for the VT, and then once I get profit range, that's when I start selling. But at least that's what I do primarily. But yeah, it's good stuff. It does feel good to be out and about, though. I love the park. I love the fresh air. Mike DLC, I don't really give any advice per se. If there's one thing I do like to do, I guess if there's one thing I could say is, try to get your life together, get your financial life straightened out. Try to gain as many assets as you can. I mean, the fact that you're 20, I mean, that gives you a huge advantage over most people. So I would say rack up on assets as soon as you can. Many people try to save money, which I think saving money is ridiculous. I'm all about save your assets. Save your assets, not your money. That's one thing that's gotten me where I'm at. And my assets pay me. My assets pay me to own them, and the payouts, they grow over time. There's also appreciation over it too. So like the dollar can collapse at any time, but your assets, if they're managed well, if you got productive assets, man, you're pretty much on the right path overall. I'm a big productive asset kind of guy, but that's not financial advice. That's just my theories. Talk to a financial advisor. You're 20 years old. Talk to a financial advisor, man. I mean, they'll get you on the right path with investing. Even though I have faith in what I'm saying, I just know that I'm not a professional advisor, and I only do this for educational and entertainment purposes only. It's pretty much my main shtick. But yeah, no, I think that, being in the market is more important than anything, because here's the thing. 80% of my portfolio is long-term investments that I buy and hold. And 20% to 25% of my portfolio, kind of varies a little bit, is swing tradable. And it's a way for me to get a little extra dough. It's nice. I think it's a good thing. I really do think it's a good thing to swing trade. But like I said, the rest of my portfolio is buy and hold, so I'm never missing out on market gains over the long term. Like I said, I swing trade VT. I have fun with it. I think it's a fantastic product to swing trade, and it's fun to get a little bit of profit here and there, And during bear markets, I mean, if the global economy collapses, I'll tell you what. And when I say collapses, I mean like goes down, like we're in a depression mode. I'll be buying more Vanguard Total World Index, man. That's where I'll be. Because I love buying things on a discount. So if I can get VT on the discount, man, if when global equities crash, man, that's wild. I'm in there, dude. I'm the first to get in there. Like, I am the first to get my ass in there. No, but the reason I love owning VT is mainly because 40% of that fund contains international stocks, and quite a few of them, I might add. Also, if you have to hold on to VT for a certain amount of time, I mean, you can get a nice little dividend from it, because a lot of international companies tend to pay a dividend. So since 40% of that fund contains those types of companies, I mean, you're kind of looking good on certain fronts. But yeah, no, I'm out and about. Just decided to George Washington. I'm out of the kitchen, dude. I'm out and about, dude. Yeah, it's fun to go. It's fun to go outside a little bit. I needed to get out in the sun for a little bit, so. This decaf French roast is doing wonders for the body. But yeah, I appreciate all the virtual currency, you guys. This is incredible. Always incredible, man. That's why I need to do more of these weekend streams, because you never know how much you're going to make. You just don't. But I'll probably end up doing a few extra wild streams tonight. I think that'll be kind of fun. I have such a blast doing these streams, man. Even if it's just doing something simple out in the park, But yeah, when I was talking about Vanguard Total World Index a little bit, considering it has about 10,000 different holdings, and it's all the weighting of the portfolio is done by it's market cap weighted. So like if it has a larger market capitalization, for example, like I think like let's say Amazon's worth about $1 trillion. I think they're $1 trillion. I think they're probably even more than that, actually. They might even be 2 trillion. But let's say like Amazon's a $2 trillion market capitalization company, right? Then which is wild, dude. Amazon is a behemoth, by the way. The market deems Amazon to be like the creme de la creme overall. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, I think. Give me a second. I gotta think with my noggin real quick. I'm just a little bit tired. The French roast is helping, even though it's decaf. What's great about decaf is it still has a little bit of caffeine in it, so you're still getting tiny little bits of caffeine going through the system, but you're getting hydrated as well. I needed a little bit of hydration. Well, this is I may be in the park, but I'm like up in this little area, you know, kind of chilling, having a good time. I love being around in the park though. It's it's quite gorgeous out here, you guys. It is very gorgeous out here, and I love the park. It's just fun to chill. You know, sometimes I'll come up here when I need to. You know, if I need to learn something, and if I'm like watching video series, I'll bring like a little notepad, bring my phone up here, and I'll watch whatever I'm watching. I've been doing some courses on YouTube actually. I found out that MIT. It's crazy. MIT puts a lot of their courses out on online, which is wild to me. So I don't actually have to, because as much as I like college lectures, to be honest, I just don't like actually enrolling in college because I think tuitions are out of control. So it's like, why not learn a lot of the stuff that I want to learn for free? By the way, as long as you're dedicated, you can learn anything for free. I convince myself though that I'm paying with my time, so like that's the most important thing. And then a lot of that money that I save by not actually going to college, I invest. So Cassie says, you look like you are one with yourself. Oh, hope you're having the best day. I'm having a good day, man. I'm having a fantastic day. This is great, man. Like, I love the fact that people are coming on here talking to me. Crow is saying, every time I go outside, Mother Nature tries to kill me. My boy Crow. No, I'm very thankful though. I get to come out here because I don't live super far away from this place. It's within striking distance. It's within walking distance for me to just chill out and prop up. One of these days, I was thinking about bringing out my. I have a tent that I was thinking about bringing out here one of these times. I thought it would be pretty cool. Thinking about it still. I'm not sure if I want to. I do have a duffel bag that I could have all my poles in, so it'd be very easy for me. Oh, thank you, Cassie. I really appreciate it. I'm very happy and I got a great girl that I love in my life. She's the best, and she makes my life a lot easier. I sometimes maybe tend to make my life a little difficult, and I tend to stress out for no reason. And so I do tend to spend a lot of time in isolation as a result. I wish everybody success as well, because I like seeing people win, man. I don't believe in competition. I don't believe I have any real competition. I don't believe anybody really has any true competition. But if people need competition, man, the best person to compete against is yourself. I don't compete against anybody. Seriously. Even when I'm playing basketball, obviously I want to try to get as many points as I can over somebody, but I never consider it competing, because if I were truly competing, I'd be very, very ticked off if I lost. I don't really get that ticked off. I kind of evaluate why didn't I win sort of thing, but I don't beat myself up over it. I just try to see what I could do better and play better, stuff like that. Chroma says, last time I went hiking, you got 21 bee stings? Shit. Fuck. We still have 42% battery. Oh my god. That means we could still do more of the show, which is fantastic, by the way. I wanted to kind of milk this show for all it's worth today. I figured I want to spend more time doing streaming and stuff, and I think it's good for me. I may even do more outside shows. I'd been talking about it before, but I really think I do need to dedicate more time to these outdoor streams. I'm gonna try to do less mustard episodes. They've been kind of paying off, but yeah, I might do the eyebrows. I notice when I do the red eyebrows, people seem to tend to stay. I think it's because they get angry. I think red is a color that makes people angry, and blue is too relaxing of a color. So I'm gonna try to use, like, I might even mix. I might do blue red eyebrows. Frosting eyebrows, which would be pretty dope. B Chipper says the humiliation ritual. By the way, then and now, I do want to thank you for the 100. By the way, so everybody give a shout out to then and now for the for that sweet 100. I appreciate it big time, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we already got 17 likes on this stream, dude. This is insanity, in a good way. But thank you guys for tapping the subscribe button and tapping the like button. I appreciate that big time. Wow, pretty awesome, pretty awesome. But yeah, so the title of this episode is not iced coffee hour, because this isn't iced coffee. I'm drinking hot coffee. This is pretty much, like I said, this is pretty much the opposite of Graham Stevens, because the problem with his show, and the main problem I have with it, is I don't think he really wants to see people. I think he does to some degree want people to succeed, but I think he makes a lot of generalized content. And I think the thing is, investing is very simple. I guess I'm what you would consider a value investor. And to elaborate a little further, I'm an intrinsic value investor, I think, is what kind of boils it down a little bit more. Oh, dude, my boy Christian's in. You guys reconnecting. Hold on. I gotta fix a couple things real quick. All right, here we go. Sorry about that, you guys. Probably lost a few viewers by doing that, but I had to message my buddies. My buddy Christian's in town. I'm letting everybody know I'm streaming at the moment, but it's like, can you guys still see me? My nephew and I are watching you right now. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Lucas. Happy birthday, Lucas. Make sure you have a good one. What a beast, dude. Everybody give a shout out to Lucas. Hell yeah, dude. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday, man. Woo. All right, so I am going to stream for 30 more minutes. Oh, is today mustard day? Dude, if today is legitimately mustard day, I am going to have to I will absolutely need to do a mustard episode tonight. That's for sure. So, all right, but I'm back for now. I'm going to be streaming probably for another 30 more minutes. So you guys are going to get me for about probably till, let's just say, maybe 25 more minutes. But thank you guys. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all the virtual currencies, man. That's crazy. Crazy shit. What up, dude? What up? Get super chats, get prioritized, everybody. So yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're gonna be streaming for probably in about 30 more minutes, and I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna pump up my ball. I'm gonna go head down to Blossom Gulch for a bit. Well, honestly, my battery, I don't want my battery to run too low, so I think once I get to about 20%, I'll probably end the stream. But yeah, Scarab says, "Why you making me emotional?" I don't know, dude. It's a bit overcast out here. It's not too bad. I like the fact that it's just a little sunny, not too crazy. Dude, you didn't send any money, dude. What the hell? Mm-mm-mm. But no, I want to say thanks everybody for the super chats for the virtual currencies as well. Um, I'm a little tired, dude. I had a bit of a like it wasn't like too late of a night. I didn't stay up like super duper late. I'm just a little bit tired. Got to hang out with my brother and a few friends and everything, and it was really neat. I saw my boy Steve, Mr. Steve Fields actually. I hadn't seen him in a while. It was really cool to see him. He's been working a lot, dude. My boy's been working like 60 hours a week, man. He's a smart cookie though, dude. He's just one of those dudes. Just a smart man. I actually would love to see him do some investing and stuff because I think he would actually have a blast. He's got a very keen mind, really keen mind, and it's just really cool. I still have his old card, Steve the Experience. I was talking to him about that last night. I was like, dude, I still have that fucking card, by the way. And he made like a business card back in the day. It just said Steve the Experience. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. I was like, hell yeah. Yeah, no, I do need a bit of a haircut. I will admit. I'm gonna probably cut. I might even cut it tonight, just for the heck of it. Yeah, I think I'll cut my hair tonight. It's getting a bit long. It's getting a little bit scraggly, and sometimes I need that. I need that kind of cut to get me feeling back up and running again. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think tonight I'm gonna be cutting my hair. I might even film myself getting my hair cut. I think I might do that. You guys think I should film the haircut? I think I might film the haircut tonight. So wait, get the sides faded? You talking about like shorten the sides and then just keep this part right here long? Here's the thing, man. I mean, I cut my own hair, so I actually I do it at night. I got my little vacuum. I got like a little vacuum thing that I use, and it's pretty neat, man. Oh no, yeah, no, I have a girlfriend. She loves me very much. I love her very much, and I know she's not a big fan of my style of comedy, but she still loves me and she still appreciates me, and I'm very happy about that. So, yeah, no, I've been trying to basically root for myself a little bit more. I don't think I'm down on myself, but I don't think I root for myself enough, you know? I root for others, but I think if I really want to truly root for others, I got to start rooting for myself, kind of, you know, being a bit of a cheerleader for myself. I think everybody should. I think everybody should try to pump themselves up, and, you know, being humble's nice, I guess, but, you know, sometimes, you know, in silence, sometimes it's good to be like, you know, you're doing a good job, keep going, keep improving, keep adjusting, keep analyzing. Don't overanalyze, but, you know, analyze enough, see what's going on, and see what you can do. But yeah, this French roast, by the way, I love French roasts. I don't know if you guys are big fans of French roasts at all, but what's crazy is it's decaffeinated. I just love the taste of coffee. Like, I've always loved, but I can't, like, because I drink one energy drink a day, I don't want to over caffeinate myself, so decaf is great because, like, you're not getting like a fuck ton of caffeine in it. There's still caffeine in even decaf, but yeah, I think it's good. But, you know, I thank you, Sharb. I appreciate that. When I like philosophy, I'll admit. I mean, I live just like Isaac Newton said about his mentors. You know, I'm standing on the shoulder of giants. A lot of his mentors he never met. He just read their works and their papers, and you know, and that sometimes that's all you really can do. And I think it's great when information can be passed down from generation to generation so easily. So I think a lot of ideas can be expanded upon and improved upon, given enough time. And you know, we live in an age of AI. I think AI is going to become a really huge think tank for discovering cures for things like cancer, and there might be things that maybe scientists have overlooked. You know, and I think any company that's trying to use AI to solve diseases, it's a big deal, man. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to. Don't worry, I'm still here. Still here. I had to go out of view for a little bit because I had to message my boys. So we're playing some Blossom Ball. We're playing I call it Blossom Ball. We're playing a little bit of basketball outdoors, which is going to be fun, by the way. I got to pump up my ball. So I set it for 2:30. I'm going to go down there at 2:30. I think I'm going to stop streaming here in 13 minutes, so that way I still have some battery life. Because if I stream too long, it's not good. So I told them 2:30. Even if I have to get there early, I'm cool with that too. But I haven't played ball with these boys in a while, so I'm pretty excited. Well, I haven't played with Christian in a while, but I get to play with Antoine as well, which is pretty dope. So they're my boys, dude. I love playing ball with them. I love hanging out with them. You know, I also got my boys Nathan and Billy. I love them too. I'm lucky. I'm lucky. At the end of the day, you know. You know, as much as I disagree with guys like my boy, like the Eagle, I still love that man. I know he's a good soul. He's very passionate. Sometimes I can't handle it. I guess I love the guy. I don't know. I'll love the man though. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, you know, and I'm very lucky. I got a girlfriend who loves me. I got, you know, family, you know, loves me as well. They're confused about what I do. But I'm still happy I get to do what I do live and everything, and it'll be fun. But yeah, I think I should do more of these streams. You know, come down here and talk to you guys. And I love doing live. I don't know what it is. I'm addicted to doing live streams. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So what do you guys, so actually I'm curious, what do you guys think about the iced coffee hour? Do you think this is a hilarious, I mean, this is probably not a hilarious parody, but I think that the iced coffee hour is a BS podcast. I'm not a fan of it. I try not to be too negative on things. I really don't, but I feel like a lot of the guests they pick, you know, tend to be guests that are like a no-brainer, like, you're like, you know, talk to them if you want, but you know, I like talking to controversial figures. I just think that sometimes it's just like, I think that they're so desperate to get guests. I think the problem is having a show that is so reliant on having a guest, I think is a bad thing. My show doesn't need a guest. It just needs me, because the channel's called Michael Garza. So people come here to see me and maybe a guest occasionally. But the whole goal for this show is to try to educate and entertain. Educate and entertain, not a financial advisor, you know. Dude, you're listening all the way from freaking Ireland. You know, that's the crazy thing about YouTube, man, is I get to talk to people from all across the globe. I get to talk to people in Ireland. I get to talk to people in you name it, man. Ireland, New England, everywhere across. Even people in China watch this show. Surprisingly, they probably in China though. They're probably like saying like, I think everywhere across the globe, they watch my channel and they're like, "Yo, you fat American." Everybody across the globe, it doesn't matter what continent they're in, they're like, "Oh, this is fat American. He's so fat." You know, that's what most people are probably saying. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't even know what that accent is. I'm just like, they're probably saying, "No, he's still fat." I'm a big boy. I'm built like a refrigerator, man. But I probably should head out here in a second. You know, I don't want my battery to get too low, and but I definitely plan on you know, probably cutting my hair a little later. Yeah, I'm gonna cut my hair at some point tonight, and I think that'll be fun. We'll see though. We'll see. Depends on how I'm feeling. But yeah, I think I could set up the tripod a little bit in the room and figure out something. You know. Chef It Up says, "Can you shout out my brother Gabe Owners?" Okay. Yeah, let's get. I want to give a shout out to Chef's brother, Gabe Owners. Gabe Owners. Why does that sound familiar? I know what you were doing, by the way. I just wanted to play along. Gabe Owners. Dude, the moment I saw the words Gabe and Owners, I was like, dude, I'm just gonna play along. It's so much fun. I love playing along, dude. But Gabe Owners. What? My God. All right, you guys. I think I've had enough streaming for the moment, at least outdoors. I'm gonna go play some ball. I do really want to play some ball, and yeah, I'll see you all on the flip side, man. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, people love the channel, man. Oh, okay. So what? Sorry, I'm reading a message. It's confusing. Okay, anyway. Thank you guys. I appreciate let's see, I appreciate you guys watching the stream. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to add. So I don't really have eyebrows. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I can't believe how many virtual gifts we got on this one. This is a little insane, but I mean, in a good way. No, I enjoy. I don't mind having like very thin eyebrows. I've always had thin eyebrows. I mean, it's just, you know, how it goes, man. I has no eyebrows. But anyway, I'll catch you guys later. I'm out. I gotta prepare for some ball.